Afternoon at Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with Derek Carr and the Las Vegas Raiders. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. They're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. This goes out wide for Drake. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Derek Carr, very precise thrower of the football. What's the game plan for going up against him? Yeah, it used to be take away the short stuff, I know, but he's more than a dink and dunker, right?
And you are right about that. Great analysis of him because he has evolved as a thrower. Now he can push the ball downfield, but still, the number one things you want to take away, short passes, intermediate passes. So sharp, precise, and accurate, you've got to sit on those routes in order to cause him problems.
First down Raiders, Carr to Waller. A run with Jacobs there on first down, but he'll manage only a yard or 2 at best. Second down coming up. This defense for the Broncos, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 30.
No tight end had more catches in 2020 than Darren Waller with 107. The third most by a tight end in history. Maybe we should just take the label off and call him an outstanding receiver.
Carr completes it. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zay Jones that time. Third down here. Shotgun now for Carr. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Carlson able to put this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
KJ Hamler returning it. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Let's pin the mirrors back and go full street. Everyone 37.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. You don't see that a ton, do you? The cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Escaping the pressure right. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Play 56, play 56. Come 56. Hey, 26.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
On second down, Gordon once more. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Throwing is Rodgers. And he fires one that's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
On the stop that time, it was Josie Jewell. Flush to his right. Oh, it was hit at the line of scrimmage and intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro linebacker. It's Von Miller. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. Still going. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now a first carry for the former Tar Heel, Javonte Williams. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. He finds his man, complete. It's Beck. Not much there, only a yard.
A gain of a yard brings them 2nd and
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Looking to throw again on second down. Rodgers looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, and it's third down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. It's the former number 4 overall pick, Cleveland Ferrell, that got in there to bring him down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This is taken at the 15. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Through the interception in the red zone. Costly.
bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Jacobs now. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle.
Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope, and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say,
it's caught inside the 25. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry Ruggs with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
56. Mike, 56, right there, 56.
Now it's Rodgers. And that's complete. Albert Okwuegbuna running right through him. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
On 2nd and goal, Rodgers. Touchdown, Broncos. Tim Patrick, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos draw a bit closer.
As the offense went on the field to start their last drive, you know they discussed in the huddle, hey, if we put one in the end zone here, we put ourselves in a position to start making a comeback.
McManus's point after is good, and the lead is down to a field goal. Now to return it, here's Kenyon Drake. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Carr. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. Kyle Fuller there defensively.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Play action. Now it's Carr. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Give him a first down. 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it? The slot receivers. But only guys can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there. Showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
50 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Carr now on 1st down. Got a man. It's Darren Waller.
And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Carr now to throw. Rolling to his right. Caught on the right side by Jones. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6.
7 yards, the pickup there. From the 6 now on 2nd and 3.
Carr defers to Jacobs on the draw. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming. To throw, it's Carr. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Gordon, his first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Tyree Gillespie.
And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. So a big chunk of yardage will be marked off there for that PI call.
And now you know why receivers and the guys throwing the ball, they like to collaborate and just heave it up sometimes because you can get these types of calls that go against the defense. Pass interference, and they gain over 30 yards of real estate on that one.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Everyone, 37's the Mike. Mike 37.
Now Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right.
That's caught left side by Judy.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. From the gun, it's Rodgers.
That's out to the flat for Gordon.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Open man is Gordon, complete. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
A 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Strong right. We got 4. And we're going 37's the
To throw is Rodgers. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And this is taken in by Hamler for a Bronco touchdown.
Even later into his career now, there aren't too many guys that can launch it downfield with accuracy better than Aaron Rodgers.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. On the return comes Drake. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Past midfield, look out. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they'll take over with just 18 ticks remaining. On play action, it's Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
56, the mic, boys, 56.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Raiders out in front. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
This is Gordon. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. And And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. Buying time to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Yannick Ngakoue drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Carr going to throw. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. The last couple of drives have ended in punts. Maybe the crowd minds that, but you're a defensive guy. You're okay with a couple of punt drives.
Listen, I'm the guy that loves a 0-0 pitch game. All right, in baseball, I can handle that going into the 7th inning. I think the crowd, though, they want to see a little bit more excitement. Let's see if someone can break something free on offense and get going.
Offense at a premium the last 2 drives. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
You better be afraid of me. Hey, Mike's 50, Mike's 50. All right, here we go. Let's go, D, let's go.
Throwing now is Rodgers. This is the tight end fan. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That one good for 13 and a Denver 1st down.
And if Noah Fant keeps making catches like that, it might not be too long till we say he's one of the top 5 tight ends in football. When he was drafted, that was the expectation.
Now Gordon on 1st down. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory.
82 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Four receivers in the formation here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right. 2nd and 3. Now Rodgers. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 36. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Rodgers now on first down.
This pass caught by Hamler.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 23 yards on the play. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Rodgers going to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown! Noah Fant, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Extra point from McManus is good, and the lead is down to a field goal. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. On the return comes Drake.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now Carr. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there. On first down, Carr. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
To throw is Carr. That's caught by Waller out left side. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 34-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Coming up on 2nd and 7.
Throwing now is Carr. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they were able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. The kick by Carlson is good. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way home for a Broncos score.
Well, like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch.
And I caught a quick glimpse of him before the ball was snapped, and there was something about his body language where you could tell early in this play he wasn't just thinking first down. He was thinking end zone, and he got there.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. Shotgun now for Carr. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. A good rally to the football keeps them to only a yard, and it's second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll kick it away for the second time. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Good gain there on first down, and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him. He ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to third down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Broncos on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Here's Rodgers. Gets it to Gordon. And some room to maneuver. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one goes for 29 yards on third down. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Flushed out right.
He'll fire one downfield for Fant.
Touchdown, Broncos! Aaron Rodgers on fire, his 5th touchdown pass of the ball game, and the Broncos will extend their lead.
So an important drive for them there. They're not home, but momentum, Charles, definitely in their favor now.
And I like the point you just made. They're not home yet, but a 1-point game, and if you kick the extra point, make it an 8-point game. Only one score, but you're right. Momentum definitely in their favor right now.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. In just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver.
But it's going to be 2nd down. From the gun, it's Carr.
And he will find his man Ruggs.
And all the way down to the 26.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone.
And that is caught. It's Ruggs. Touchdown, Vegas. Henry Ruggs
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season.
And the Raiders have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. And the failure to convert and tie the game, now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
Hamler now to return it. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
A 1st down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They'll try and grind some clock with Gordon. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. Now Rodgers.
He's got his tight end Fant. And he will have the Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And he'll take this one down to the 36. The tackle made by Nicholas Morrow. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
On second down, Gordon once more. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down. Rodgers will take a knee here, and that should be all she wrote.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the Broncos, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And they'll try again next week at home again.